Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Jennifer Marie, where I teach you different ways that you can make money online working from home. So if you're one of my subscribers, you probably have seen some of my transcription tutorials on my channel, where I teach you how you can become a paid transcriptionist. And one of the companies I talk about is called TranscribeMe. So in the past, I have done the English entrance exam and I passed. TranscribeMe has a pretty thorough exam, but if you follow the rules and read the style guides, it's not too hard to pass. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about both the English entrance exam and also the reactivation exam and give you some tips on how you can pass as well. Now, it's important to note that I am not sponsored by TranscribeMe to create this video and I do not work for them. However, I have passed their exam. So first of all, with the English entrance exam, you can see here that I passed, and I passed way back in 2020. There's a quiz on the style guide, 10 questions. There's also some sample sentences, 3 questions, and then you have to transcribe 3 different audio files. You can see here that I passed on my first try. Right now, the entrance exam is closed for maintenance, but they say they will reopen next week. So there's also an English reactivation exam. And what that means is, let's say you have passed the English entrance exam and for 4 weeks you don't submit any work. Your account may be deactivated. If you're planning on going on holiday or something, you should let them know if you're going to be away for more than 4 weeks or you don't think that you will be able to do any transcription work for 4 weeks. There's an inactivity form that you can submit. But in my case, I didn't do any transcription work, and that means that every time I try to go and get jobs on TranscribeMe, there are no jobs available for me because my account has been essentially deactivated. So what that means is I have to take an English reactivation exam. So I have been promising to take this exam for quite a while and I haven't, and I finally decided that today I was going to take the exam. So the exam consists of 4 sections. There's 2 4-minute audios and 1 audio per section. So only 2 audios this time instead of 3 with the entrance exam. Then there's a 3-question multiple choice section and a 10-question section on TranscribeMe's clean verbatim style. So for all of these, you're going to have to use the style guide to make sure that you are transcribing correctly and also that you understand the rules and formatting of how TranscribeMe wants you to transcribe these files. So you must pass each question in the exam to be reactivated. So I took the exam and I passed the exam. I'm going to show you basically what I had to do. But what I want to mention is that this is what helped me pass the exam. Having excellent punctuation. So it's essential that you have excellent, near perfect punctuation if you want to pass the TranscribeMe entrance or reactivation exams. I have another channel called Sparkle English where I teach you how to improve your English punctuation and writing skills. And I have this playlist called my English Writing Essentials playlist. You can see here, this video, 13 Basic Punctuation Rules, has almost 700,000 views. It's a very popular video of mine. And watching this video and also my 8 comma rules video will really help you with this exam. If you know how to use commas properly, you will have a greater chance of passing these exams. That is where most people end up making mistakes. And also with comma splices. So I've linked you to this playlist in the description below this video, and I promise this will help you out when you are taking this exam. And another thing I want to tell you is that TranscribeMe recommends you use Grammarly, but not to copy and paste. So if you are having difficulties with a sentence or you're not sure if you should use a comma or not, Grammarly really can help. So for example, Grammarly will help you with comma splices and how to use punctuation correctly. So for example, the meeting is in 2 hours, comma, I'm not prepared. This is what we call a comma splice. You should be separating this into 2 different sentences because we have 2 independent clauses. So Grammarly will help you if there are any errors in the text that you need to correct. You can double check here. I've linked you to my sign up link to Grammarly in the description below this video as well. Okay, so now let's go back to earlier today when I was taking this exam. So when I logged on to workhub.transcribeme.com/exam and I scroll down, you can see here that I passed the English entrance exam back in 2020. And then you can see that I have the English Reactivation Exam 1 and 2. You only have to do one of these exams to reactivate. The second exam is if your account gets deactivated again for inactivity. Click on Check Exam Info, and then they're going to tell you some information about the exam. Now it's important that you download the latest TranscribeMe style guide. So you get 2 attempts at the exam at a time. Each attempt contains a retry for any section that you failed in your initial attempt. If you fail your retries, you will have 1 more attempt, which also allows a retry for any failed section. If you fail your second attempt, there is a 14-day waiting period before your next 2 attempts at the exam. And then you have to please click this box here once complete, and then you click Attempt the exam. So you can see here we have 4 different sections. First, I had this audio that I had to transcribe. The audio was under 4 minutes long. Now, one thing that's important to note is as you're taking this, you can do a section and then save it and continue later on, but the system will not save your unsubmitted text. So don't transcribe 2 minutes of this and then leave it because you'll lose all of it. Try to do it in one sitting and then submit one of the sections and continue later on if you must. So a really important thing, and a question I get a lot in the comment section of my videos, is you must start the file with a lowercase letter unless the word is always capitalized, such as a proper noun. So for example here, unless the word is a proper noun like I or Bethany or a word that is always capitalized, start the file with a lowercase letter. And do not end your file with punctuation. Okay, so don't put a period at the end or exclamation mark or anything. No punctuation at the end of the file. But for the rest of the file, use punctuation and capitalize correctly. It's only the very first word and at the very end of the file. The rest of it should be formatted correctly. So you can click on the play button, you can go back. There are some hotkeys you can press. Control plus a comma is to go back. So just really take your time with this and make sure to refer to the style guide as you are doing this exam. Okay, so after that, you're going to go to the bottom and you're going to click next, and then you're going to click submit. Now I accidentally forgot to record that part, so I went on to the last audio and it was also about the same size. It was actually the same person speaking. Now, I'm not able to give out the answers to this test, of course, because that is against TranscribeMe's policy, and also it's random which audio files you will be assigned, so your file may be different from my file. So once you go through, make sure to check your spelling and your punctuation. That's really important. You can check it in Grammarly, for example, but don't correct the grammar. You have to type it as the person is saying it. So then you're going to click next. They will ask you if you want to submit this section, click submit or cancel, and then it will bring you to the next 2 sections. We have the sample sentences. The first section is sample sentences. So you have to complete 3 multiple choice questions in this section pertaining to TranscribeMe's clean verbatim style. You must get each question correct to pass the section. So for example, here the question is, a speaker says, did you see the fireworks last night? Which of the following sentences is the most correct way to format this according to our style guide? So TranscribeMe uses clean verbatim, and there are a bunch of different rules with that. But basically they want you to take out stutters and word repeats that are not necessary. So what you'll do is you'll read the style guide, and once you think you have the answer, you're just going to put the letter. So you'd say, is it A, B, C, or D? So you put the letter that you think it is, and then you'll click next, and you'll continue this for your 3 questions. And finally, we have 10 questions for the style guide. And here you may have to do multiple choice. So you might just have to type A, B, or C, or you might have to write true or false. As they say here, part of this exam is being able to follow directions. Formatting your answer incorrectly may result in a failed attempt. So after that, you'll click submit again, and then it says you have finished your exam, please wait. And you can see that instantly they said, congratulations, you have passed the English Reactivation Exam. I passed everything on my first try. They say you will hear from us within 2 to 3 business days, and I'll be able to start doing transcription jobs again because my account has been reactivated. I also have a playlist on TranscribeMe and the TranscribeMe Punctuation Guide and 10 tips on passing the exam. I want to do more updated videos because they have changed their style guide a little bit, but I really recommend you watch my videos. You can see here I've had many different subscribers say that they've watched my videos in the TranscribeMe playlist and they've passed the exam. This one guy on his first try, another person they just passed today, another person followed my tutorials and passed the exams. So really pay attention to what I'm teaching you in these videos and then try to take the test to the best of your ability. And if you don't pass, no problem. Just keep trying, keep practicing, and sooner or later you will end up passing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments section of this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I will see you in my next tutorial.